welcome back to Battlefield Hardline. This is Code Blue, the third map of the new DLC, Criminal Activity. And I really like this map. This plays somewhere in, believe Miami, could be Los Angeles too. And it's all based around a fancy club that's in some industrial kind of area, like what's typical for big cities. And as you can see, it's night, but it's very, very light, and I really like that. I don't mind night maps if you can see really well, and this is the case with this map, so I have no problem with this map being a night map. When night maps are super dark and you can barely see the enemy, then I have an issue, and I'm not really so fond of playing those maps. But this map is really, really fun. I would say this is my second favorite map of the DLC so far. And while most of the heavy fighting is going on inside the club, of course, because everyone loves to hang out in the club, of course, because it's just fancy and awesome and it's got great music. There is some fighting going on around the club, on the roof of the club. So especially if you play Conquest, you're kind of forced to leave the club and venture outside. Otherwise, you know, you just hang out inside the club the whole time. And it kind of becomes a little bit the problem that we have with downtown, the map downtown, where when you are in a bad team, most of your team is hanging out in this one building, which in downtown, that's the C flag up in the skyscraper. And people just love hanging out there and wait for people to come out of the elevator and shoot them. And then a couple of you or three guys are desperately trying to take the flags. So this could very well be the problem with this map in the future, but right now I think people just love to explore the map. And if you do have a good team, you do split up and you have some people taking care of the flags outside the club, and then the other people trying to hold the club. But it sure is a lot of fun trying to hold this club, because there are so many access routes to get inside the club. You can actually take ladders up to the roof. You don't even need a grappling hook. And you can see the roof area is really big. And then here's a back alley where you have a pretty wide area where you can take the flag, which makes it a problem that, you know, when you have somebody else taking the flag with you and there's an enemy there, you really have to search quite a big area to find out where this person is sitting on the flag, which puts you into a higher risk of getting shot. But we'll see how this plays out in the future. I don't know why they made the radius around the flag so huge. Maybe they just wanted it to make it not so hard. But here we are trying to hold this club right now. We're owning this club. We have like a lot of our team in this club, and actually our team is doing pretty well. They keep going inside and out, and I have decided to put a tactical insert here because I want to make sure we can hold this club. We do not lose this club. Like always in all those Battlefield Hardline maps, there's always a part of the map that you just want to hold and hold on to dearly. And this is, in this case, the club. And look at that, I'm just making sure there are no people coming. And I just found a door, and this guy is totally oblivious that there's a door behind him where enemies can come in. So, like I said, in this club there are so many doors and so many hallways, ladders, stairways, and there's really not a good place for you to camp. And I like that because campers are annoying, and you know, you don't want to have to deal with them. So the other thing in this map, in this club actually, that I think people really like is because it can get really confusing when you have the lights flashing and the music going. You don't really hear any footsteps, and you have so many lights flickering and distracting you that a lot of times when you have an enemy in front of you, you have like two enemies on the side, and you all of a sudden you don't know anymore where to look. I mean, you can just see there are flickering lights everywhere, all throughout this club. But I sure loved hanging out at this club. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, you know? I mean, if you're young enough, you do love hanging out at those clubs. And I'm gonna see here now where this elevator takes me. I'm just trying to explore the whole map and see where everything goes, because, you know, if you want to do well in a match, in any FPS game, multiplayer match, you need to get to know the map. The person who knows the map the best will do much better than a person who is maybe a very accurate shooter and has no clue about the map. So look at that tunnel. That tunnel is just awesome. Nobody's dancing. Why is nobody dancing? The music rocks. Anyway, I don't know if this music is actually going to be part of the vehicle music. I don't know. I have actually found a way to finally turn off my radio so I don't have to listen to the songs anymore. It's not that I didn't like the songs, but I just felt like I could never sneak up on enemies with cars because my radio was blaring so loud. And I finally figured it out how to turn it off. And so now I can silently sneak up on people with my car. And yes, there are cars in here too in this map, but you know, the map is not that large that you really need cars. It's probably mostly fun to just get like row kills. And look at that guy, see that? I just now realized that there is a way to sneak up behind me that I wasn't even aware of. So, you know, good to know, good to know. And as you already realized, I've used the Tommy gun here again. The Tommy gun works really well on this map as well. And if you get enough kills with the Tommy gun, you actually unlock a mask. I think it's the wolf mask. So I see if I can do this. I'm gonna leave my mark here now. And I hope to see you next time when I walk through the last map of this awesome DLC. Take care. Have a good one.